For the longest time, Iain M. Banks was my favourite science fiction author. He still might be, but the question is more murky than it used to be with all the new books that I've read. But coming in at number 13 is my favourite science fiction book by him, and that is *𝐓𝐢𝐭𝐚𝐦𝐩𝐬. The Culture series has always been a favourite of mine and is a series that I think I can point to as my inspiration to really get back into reading as an adult. Set in the far future in a post-scarcity world, the citizens of the Culture want for nothing. They do not need to run their own society. Their society is run for them by the minds, hyper-intelligent artificial intelligences that are in command of the ships, of the satellites, of the habitats, of everything within the Culture. And it is these moments with the minds that make so many of the Culture books so good, and it is the minds that make *𝐓𝐢𝐭𝐚𝐦𝐩𝐬 my favourite of those books. Because this is a book about artificial intelligences coming into contact with something they don't understand, and at times kind of acting like petulant children about it, and losing themselves a little bit into it. The plot revolves around a mysterious artifact discovered in space known as the 𝐓𝐢𝐭𝐚𝐦𝐻𝐬. It is giving off readings that don't make sense. It is doing things that are impossible as far as the AI minds are concerned. And these minds that normally run things with this super rational calmness suddenly find themselves scheming, panicking, squabbling with each other, racing against time to figure out what this artifact is and if they can exploit it, while they try and stop other factions from exploiting it themselves. We come into conflict here with not only other spacefaring races that are fantastic, but also with humans, with people within the Culture, and with other minds of different factions within the Culture, as there are secrets upon secrets and groups and schemes. It is the portrayal of the minds in this book that I think make this the best Culture series and sets it apart from a lot of other science fiction stories about artificial intelligences. The minds are these hyper-intelligent, nearly godlike beings, but they're also funny. They're also strangely human. They're surprisingly relatable. The dialogue between minds in this book is full of dry wit. It's full of British humour and subtle power plays and schemes within schemes. And it is just such a high point of my reading that I adore this book. I think of all the Culture books, this is the one with the most interesting characters, the most fun events, and the tightest plot. And I think if you're looking for a book with a perhaps unique view on artificial intelligences that you haven't read before, then *𝐓𝐢𝐭𝐚𝐦𝐻𝐬𝐬 by Iain M. Banks is a great choice.